for?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey guys, how's it going? My name's LiamNidas and welcome to a different type of video today. We're going to react to a fairly old video. This came out 17th of June 2017. You can read the title for yourself. It says, "We painted with our period blood," and this is on the channel Ladylike. Now, this video has 5.2 million views. However, if you look at the likes to dislikes ratio, it's a very divisive video. And I thought I'd watch it for myself, you know, to give my own opinion on, you know, the subject and the matter, and just to see what I think of it all. So I'm going to go watch the video. I'm going to go all the way through. It's a short video. It's only 11 minutes, so we should hopefully get all the way through it. As long as this laptop that I'm using, which is pretty crap, actually works. So here we go. Ladylike. Women paint with their menstrual blood. Okay, so already, I don't think this is a good idea, but we'll just see how the video goes and we'll see how they justify it.
My name is Sarah Levy. I gained notoriety for my
Okay, now that's a good picture. I have to say, I mean, no, even though I think the whole thing of using period blood to paint is a little weird myself, that's a really good picture there. She's a good artist. I'm just going to say that. I mean, he's got a very bloodshot eye over here, if you see. But, you know, other than that, it's really good.
portrait of Bloody Trump.
Sarah, thanks so much for being here and showing us how to paint with our menstrual blood.
Thanks so much for having me.
First of all, what gave you the inspiration to decide to like, oh, you know what? I bleed every month and that's my paint.
It was mostly being outraged at his statement about Megyn Kelly, that she was just asking tough questions because she'd been bleeding out of her wherever. It's sort of a stab at all women.
Okay, yeah, that's not the best comment, Trump, okay? Alright. I'm not going to get into the whole politics of all that because honestly I don't care. I'm pretty apolitical myself. But that comment himself, that made by him there, was not the best comment he could have made in that situation. However, Sarah Levy's reaction to it was probably not the best reaction either.
Menstruating. I felt like that needed to be called out and stopped, and that like humor would be a good way to do it. I came home.
Okay, so alright, it's not serious then.
Oh, that's how to do it.
In order to paint with our period blood, I have to collect my period blood, which
Well,
means
obviously.
I have to use a menstrual cup for the first time, and I have to
Ew.
confront my fear of suction.
Sorry. A menstrual cup, okay. I apologise then, I said, ew, I know menstrual cups are a thing, and I apologise if that upset anyone. I've just never actually seen people use menstrual cups. I just know more about the tampons and the, I forget what the other one's called, the pads. But yeah. Okay, then let's see what they do with these menstrual cups then.
This is Trump's America too, so I feel like my vagina already clenches a lot right now. It's gonna be impossible to get out.
What I learned is that
What?
you just have to like
Ew.
do a kegel basically to get it out. And that was
That's
the key.
what I was
Like,
telling
that's
you.
it.
You're a strong woman. I believe in you and the power of your vagina.
All right. This just in, my Diva Cup has been in for 3 minutes and I already feel it leaking.
There was one.
Well, that was a nice comment there. Thank you for the extra information.
One time, I shocked myself. I went to sleep with my menstrual cup and I woke up and it was full. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. At least
What?
that gives me a reason for having.
I hate that. I just hate that. I don't like the look of that.
Cramps because I filled up a cup of blood.
When I painted Bloody Trump, like I was, you know, excited about the painting, but I was also like equally as excited about having figured out how to use the cup.
Since I've been using.
Okay, so again, I'm not a woman. I've never had to do anything with menstruation, but it seems like a menstrual cup is something. Is that something that's used for medical stuff? Again, no idea. Or I just thought that women use like the pads and the tampons, but I don't know what a menstrual cup is. Obviously it collects bloods, but clearly these women have never used them before either. So please someone enlighten me.
Diva Cup. I've gotten very up close and personal with my menstrual blood.
You know, when you're taking a bath and you're on your period and then you like have a little clot floating in the water.
There are times where you take the cup out and then you just get those like long membrane strings of.
Okay, well, what I will say is, this is obviously true. Anyone who's a woman will know this is true. But the reason why this is gross, and the reason why I think a lot of people didn't like this video, is the TMI of it all. There's too much information. It's just unnecessary. It's no one's looking at a period and saying something along the lines of, ew, that's gross, you should be ashamed of that, or you should hide that. No, it's like, ew, this is a bodily fluid. All bodily fluids are disgusting, and it's not hiding it, it's disposing of it. And it's the problem with this is the way that they just seem to go into too much detail about it all. It doesn't help, I think. If there's any men especially, or young women, like girls and that, who see this, and then they see the way they're describing it, they're probably going to be a little freaked out, because it's, never happened to them, and yet they're describing it in such a way, like with membranes and that. It's just unnecessary information, and it just I think it's grossed out a lot of people, considering the amount of dislikes this has.
Kind of like pulling cheese. I like to, like,
see, do you see what I mean? The too much information there. You didn't need to compare it to pulling cheese.
Take it in my palm and kind of just see what it's made of.
It's kind of cool that your body can make all that stuff. Just embrace that cheese pull.
All right. I'm a man, okay, and I have my own bodily fluid that's exclusive to me. If I said that when I ejaculated, if I messed around with that, and I had it in my hand, and I just kind of, wiped it all across my hand and looked inside trying to look for sperm, you'd think I was a bit of a weirdo, wouldn't you? Okay, like there's no, like I heard a story once. Someone told me that when they ate KFC, they liked to rip the chicken and look at all like the veins, and it's not the veins, but like all the strings and that, and all the muscle and that, and I just thought that was gross. So it's not like just because it's a period, it's just because I think it's a bit weird what you're doing. Like, it's nothing to do with that. I want to make it perfectly clear. Periods are normal. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just pretty gross, the amount of graphic detail they go into and what they do with it, because I'm assuming that not all women mess around with what's in their period blood, and even if they do, I'm pretty sure most women wouldn't admit to it.
Use a menstrual cup to get our blood, and then what do we put it in?
I just put it in any sort of glass container.
I did the first transferring. We lost some troops, but most of them made it to here.
And now I have my own primal ooze just sitting in my fridge.
About to empty my shit. One of these mason jars is wine. One of these mason jars is my period blood.
Is it just me that kind of hopes she drinks the period blood just on accident? Because that'd be funny. Imagine she's just there drinking and then, oh, this wine tastes a little strong.
So when painting with blood, is it just kind of like a one-shot thing? Because you can't really erase it, right?
That's what I thought, and that's how I painted Trump. But since painting it, I've learned that you can actually erase using saliva, which is super awesome.
Are you kidding me? Alright, now this is where I think the video gets a little annoying, like just because of that one bit there. Because it's like, because I'm just going to come out and say it, all bodily fluids are gross. It's not that period blood is gross on its own, it's the fact that it is blood. Blood is gross, spit is gross, semen is gross, shit's gross, everything's gross. Everything that comes out of our body is gross, okay? You don't have to be ashamed of it, but the way that a lot of women view it as that you're hiding your period blood, you're not, you're just disposing of it, okay? It's like, if I did a poo, I know it's not the same thing, but like if I did a poo and then, I left it out, then you would be annoyed, wouldn't you? But because I'm not hiding it when I throw it down the toilet and wash it away. I know you don't throw your like tampons and that down the toilet, but if I didn't, it's disposing of it. It's not hiding it, it's disposing of it because it's a sanitary issue. Like, that's true. Like, they've put them in mason jars. They haven't just put them in a normal cup, have they? They put them in mason jars.
Any bodily function, but I cannot handle spit. I can't even date someone with a juicy mouth.
Oh,
try
what the...
racing with my
What?
spit just-
What was that? What was that?
To see how it's done.
No, I just paused the video. Jesus Christ. What was that? What was that horse? It looked like someone was kind of spraying off
Any
into that
bodily
horse's
function,
mouth.
But I cannot handle spit. I can't even date someone with a juicy mouth.
Right, now what is happening to that horse there? I'm sorry to go off on a tangent, but Jesus Christ, it looks like someone's sending their own fluid into that horse's mouth, if I'm being honest with you. Jeez.
I want to try racing with my spit just to see how it's done.
Oh, girl.
You know, just spit occasionally into like a little thing.
Can you stop freaking out over spit, okay? I understand, but when you're trying to make period blood seem like a good thing, and then you're... Oh, Jesus.
So what are you guys?
My God, they spit really poorly, don't they? Oh, what was the point I was making? Oh yeah, this is another reason why it doesn't help. If she's like kind of overreacting to how bad spit is, yet she wants to kind of like make the point that period blood's okay, which it is. However, if you're going to say that one bodily fluid is worse than another, then it kind of ruins your point a little.
Paint.
We decided to go with things that we rely on when we're on our periods. So I'm going to be painting chocolate chip cookies and peanut M&Ms.
Fabulous.
I think I'm gonna paint a glass of red wine and maybe
Cheater. Of course you went with red wine. Just 'cause it's red. You're a cheater. I know it. I know you, lady. You're a cheater. See, she over here, she actually wanted to do something inventive. You went with red wine to cheat.
like
Cheater.
a moon in the distance.
Beautiful.
Because I think that all women are witches and the period is a reflection of that. I hope my period picture doesn't smell though, because I've been collecting my blood.
Of course it's gonna smell. It's a bodily fluid. It's blood.
Covering their noses, might I add.
So do you have any like
What?
tips or
Of course it... Hang on, where are those women?
Period picture doesn't smell though, because I've been collecting my blood and it smells.
our crew is just sitting over there watching us?
Covering their
Of course they're covering their noses. Even those women know that this is gross. Like, look at her. She's like, that's not an expression of someone who's really into what's going on. That's someone who's kind of like, man, this is a little bit weird. If I'm being honest with you, okay?
noses, might I add.
So do you have any like tips or pointers for us as we're like going into this?
I think the main thing is just to have fun with it, explore the blood as blood and not just any other red thing. Figure out how can you use the clots or the mucus.
Oh, God damn it.
Chocolate chip.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm like never gonna look at cookies the same way after this.
I'm fully aware it's 10 a.m. and then I'm drinking red wine.
It's blood day. So we
Oh,
have blood to paint.
sorry,
We have our
this
still
is all
life
just-
portraits all set up.
Oh yeah. Is it a date
Really gross.
or is it a portrait with period blood? We don't know. I have goosebumps because I'm so nervous about opening my jar.
Open the blood.
So would I be, because it's gonna stink, I bet you.
Where we all opened our jars.
All right, well that wasn't so bad. Hello, blood. Can I have a...
Bloody hell, man. They are not helping themselves at all with this video. Like, they're trying to make it, they're trying to normalize it, okay? And I want to reiterate, it is normal, but they're going way overboard to the point that they're making it really, really weird. Like, period blood is not weird, okay? But when you kind of, like, have that reaction when you storm off from it, it's not going to help, okay? It's just going to make anyone who's not that keen on period blood think, yep, this is just, you know, reinforcing my beliefs.
Leaned into the fact that it smelled awful.
Of course it's going to stink, it's blood. You ever seen a dead body before? They stink.
It smells like eggies. Gotta pussy up. Let's do this, sisters.
I might chew on some gum while
We started off today painting with a tampon.
she's using the tampon like a Crayola marker. Oh.
Okay. I'm just going to come out and say it, okay? Let's just view this as if it was men doing this. Like, not, obviously they're not using period blood, but they were using ejaculate, you know, they were using semen, okay? And obviously they're using tampons, so the only alternative I could think for men would be tissue paper. Imagine how weird that would be. Like, be honest with yourself. It would be pretty weird if a man was just wiping his sperm all across a canvas of paper. I mean, it would be really weird, wouldn't it? Okay. I mean, it's white on white for a start, so it wouldn't look good in the first place. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's kind of funny how I feel more comfortable painting with this tampon than I do painting with a paintbrush.
No.
That is really
I have
weird.
No experience with painting. I have very little artistic.
Well, then obviously you're gonna.
There have been times that I've done something and shown people, and they laugh because they genuinely think it's a joke, but it's not. Making the first stroke.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
This feels weirdly normal.
Oh, got a good little chunk.
Ew, ew, ew. Oh, okay. I can't. I feel bad, like, grossing out about this, because I know that for some women it is like, it's a really taboo subject, and you know, some women are like really, what's the word, really cautious about it. You know, they don't like to bring it up. It's kind of like oh, what's it called? Oh, menopause. Menopause used to be like really, really taboo, whereas now a lot of people feel like free and able to talk about it, which is really good. And obviously, period blood is probably going to go through a similar thing, even though, again, I feel like a lot of people do accept it's normal. It's just it's not something that's talked about, so a lot of women don't realise that a lot of men just understand that it's a thing that they have to deal with, okay? But again, when you have like stuff like this, like they seem, I don't know if they have the right people painting, okay? Like they're not really helping the situation, okay? If it was different people, like if you had people who were more skeptical, like you had more skeptical women doing the painting, you know, people who didn't really want to do it, then I think it would work more, because they would probably be grossed out too, because that's a chunk, okay? Like, that's gross. Like, it's not because it's period blood, it's because it's just blood in general. If I slit my arm open and started wiping it on a canvas, then it would be you'd think there was something wrong with me, okay? I'm being honest, right? Like, I feel bad about being horrible about these women, because they all seem really nice, but it's a little weird. Oh God, sorry.
A favorite moment while I was painting is when I was working with my little chunks, and I would be like, Sarah, come look at my chunks. And she would run over and be like, oh yeah, nice, that's cool.
We could call it chunky chocolate chip.
Yes.
No.
Wow, we really just collected our blood and did this. I never thought I'd say this while painting with period blood, but I'm getting kind of hungry.
I never thought anyone would paint with their period blood, to be honest with you.
Working up an appetite.
I was more nervous about doing it in general. Once it was done, I was like, I don't care what people think.
I'm done, ladies.
I would high five you, but
Okay, we're going to find out what people think about it.
Time for lunch. And then we'll
Sarah's
put these bad
painting's
boys
the
on
best.
display
Sorry,
and ask
I have
people
to be
look at
honest.
them.
Yep. People are lining up.
I didn't think I was gonna get nervous, but now that I just hear voices outside the door, I think I'm a little nervous.
I'm fine. I'm gonna tell people I didn't paint on it. I just like squatted over it.
Open the door.
Oh, that doesn't help. Like, that's the problem is they're too jokey about it. It's like, you just painted with your blood, and then it's like it's like, imagine if I made a painting that happened to be brown, okay? Just brown, I used brown paint, and then I said to people, hey, guess what? I didn't actually paint it, I just squatted over it and took a shit on it. You would think I was weird, wouldn't you? I'm just saying, it doesn't matter that it's period blood, it's the way that they're acting about it. Okay, let's see what these women think. And men, okay.
Cookies? Oh. And are these cookies? Because they almost look like...
they are cookies.
I was going to say cookies or nopales.
And it kind of made people guess, and it made them interact with period blood, which they probably have never done that before.
Yeah, because bodily fluids are not meant to be interacted with. They're bodily fluids. Okay, it's a little gross, okay? It's the same thing. It's like, it's not you. Hang on, where's the other woman?
Yeah.
Hang on, where is she?
I was a little shocked.
Her. Imagine if she would not be taking part in this experiment if it was spit. She said herself, okay, if this was spit, it's why this video is not very good. It's because it's kind of hypocritical and they kind of go around in circles trying to normalize it, but making the whole situation worse, in my opinion, okay? Because anyone who came out of this liking it probably already agreed with, whereas anyone who wasn't sure or didn't agree with them probably came out going, actually, you know what? I'm still not ready to talk about this, okay? I don't think this video has helped.
Female coworkers were like, ew, you know, and like initially. And then I'd come up and talk to her, and we got her to change her mind.
I don't know what I was expecting.
Dude, okay, so it seems like the people are reacting kind of like, ew, and it's getting explained to them. And then I don't know if that necessarily means they're being, okay, I see the point, or they're just trying to be nice like I would in that situation.
Great.
I mean, it makes me really disappointed about what I've been doing with my period blood. It never looks that cool.
Oh, God. The paintings look shit, to be honest, alright? Okay, what do you mean they look cool? No one knew what the fuck that one was, alright? Bloody hell, what do you mean? This is why I feel like this might be, their reactions might be a little bit faked. Because honestly, no one knew what that was, and you said yourself that it wasn't the best painting in the world. So what do you mean it looks cool? That just seems fake to me that you'd say that.
As an art form, it's taking a part of yourself and something that is generally deemed as a negative and turning it into something beautiful.
Who deems it as a negative? Who? Like, I'm not saying people don't deem it as a negative. Specify who. Like, all these people are fine with it, okay? Men and women alike. I can tell you, I have no problem with period blood. Like, I know, I've seen people, you know, women cry over it. Not because they've had to hide it or dispose of it, just because it hurts them, okay? I know that it's a massive issue, and I think a lot of people do too. But by doing this, it doesn't help in any way. It makes the situation worse, in my opinion. It just doesn't help. It kind of just reinforces people's opinion who actually think it's really fine and good with it. But anyone who's kind of on the line, you know, on the fence, not really sure about it, they're probably going to look at this and go, actually, you know what? I don't know about it, okay? It's just, this video, it's not handled, I feel like if it was taken in a more serious light, because they're constantly joking throughout this video. If it was done more seriously, it would probably not have grossed people out.
It looks like a lot of blood. Are you okay?
Initially, I thought they were going to be really.
Oh my god. Okay, this doesn't help. I'm gonna, like, they got like all the worst people they could find to do this one topic. Okay, the women are way too jokey, so any men are gonna be kind of like turned off, like, this is weird. And all the men are just idiots. They're just idiots. How do they not know this stuff? Okay, I can understand them not knowing it, but the way that they're kind of like, are you okay? Oh, did you lose some blood? Oh, are you okay? Oh, are you alright? Do you not know that women bleed for 7 days and don't die? I think they're fine, alright? God damn it, I know it hurts, but god damn it, they got all the worst people for this. They need to be more serious about it. I think that would have made the video get a more positive response. Considering it's kind of 50-50. It's still, more people liked it than disliked it. But to be fair, how many people clicked like and how many people clicked dislike compared to the amount of views this video got? I'm gonna leave it there. I've gone on for way longer than I was planning to. Well, I'll just briefly have a look at some of the comments on this video. Because bloody hell. Okay. I'm just going to assume that this guy is actually a paramedic, but this is actually really disgusting. And as a freaking paramedic, I see blood a lot. I see a lot more than blood than this, and makes me feel sick. I don't know why there seems to be something disgusting about this that makes me sick. Also, this breaks biohazard laws and should be disposed of immediately in the appropriate place. Yes, it should be disposed. It's unsanitary. You don't. It's not like a pet. You can't just put it in like a jar and it'll be fine, swimming around in its own fluids. Alright, it's gross, alright. Period blood is gross, blood is gross, spit is gross, semen is gross, shit is gross. Every single bodily fluid is gross. They are all unsanitary. They all need to be disposed of. They don't need to be hidden. Stop thinking that it needs to be hidden. Once you stop thinking that and stop thinking that people think that, then we'll be able to get somewhere. You're not hiding your blood. You're disposing of it. You're just doing it. Like, I can tell you for now, right now, that if I saw like a sanitary towel, that's it, a sanitary towel covered in period blood, I would be fine with it. I wouldn't freak out and be like, oh my god, you need to dispose of that right now. I'd just be like, it's whose pad this is. Could you just, you've left it out. That's all you have to do. It's like if someone didn't flush the toilet after taking a massive dump, okay, you just tell them that they forgot to, and you just dispose of it. You know, that's all it is, okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish by apologising to anyone who was maybe offended by my comments on that. Although, to be fair, a lot of people seem to agree with me. But, you know, I just want to say, like, if you're a woman and you completely agreed with what these people were doing and you thought it was fine and it made you happy, well, not necessarily happy, but it made you, you know, feel better about yourself and it empowered you, then that's fine. That's great that this video did that for you. But for me, it kind of just reinforced the stigma accidentally, which is unfortunate. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!